can you do in the Web3 field. There will be a hackathon. There will be a Startup World Cup, the finals. We are hosting them for the first time at the National Palace of Culture, and it's going to be very, very interesting. Today, I have a very special guest. That's Boris Milev. Hi, Boris.
Hi, Audi. Hi,
Thanks for
everyone.
thanks for joining us today. Today, we want to tackle a very important topic, and that's namely how we scale a business. Because I know that many people, and I mean, I'm not going to lie, we also passed through that with the Revenues Factory. We are a business. We try to attract more talent. We try to be competitive on the market, and we are looking for ways to attract talent and to retain that talent. And to be very honest, most of the greatest talent already works for someone else, kind of. So if you need to attract them, you need to be competitive enough and you need to look interesting. And that's why I thought that Boris can answer several questions on how do we grow that business in terms of talent? How do we attract the talent? How do we retain them? So Boris, I wanted to ask you the following thing. I mean, you've seen some trends on kind of becoming a more attractive employer, especially when it comes to different benefits that companies offer. What do you see as trends, and what can you recommend to companies to start doing?
Yeah. So the trend are basically that more and more companies are thinking about social packages to give to their employees, and these social packages usually differentiate them from companies which, let's say, are in the gray sector or don't at all think about their employees. Basically, here is a salary, and after this, it's up to you what you spend. Employees don't have the time to think by themselves on all the things which could help them, and usually realize this when they are in need. So basically, if it's a gray sector salary, the moment you go to ask for a loan, you realize that it would have been better if you have been on a normal salary, or if I don't know, if you need to go medical services and you are not insured. So from our company, we are in the sector of food vouchers. Food voucher is the top social benefit that is asked from the employees, and it is the top one because it is the easiest and the first thing you will realize that you have used. Everyone wants to have more social benefits, but sport card, good. Maybe this month you don't go to sport. Medical insurance, hopefully you don't need. The food voucher is something that everyone eats, everyone goes to restaurants or to shops and purchases. So basically, it's a 100% sure that you will spend them.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great insight, and I wanted to ask you because, like, I mean, I'm thinking, for example, listening to you now, apparently helping every employee to have everything legal, getting out of gray economy, becoming more attractive as an employer. If I'm giving that benefits and that social perks, how big should be my company so that I can start doing these food vouchers?
There is no limit. We have about 6,500 companies. More than 70% of them are up to 30 people.
Okay.
And we have companies with one person, self-employed, and basically giving himself vouchers. Because for him, it's the same as if he has 5 employees. He's still having the same benefits, which are no taxes. And this is also something for him to think about. So we have a lot of some small, very small and small companies, which usually are the ones that grow afterwards. And from the very beginning, they put vouchers as a social benefit in their.
Got it. And because you mentioned benefits, I mean, apparently it is a social benefit for the person working for me, but it's also kind of benefit for me, like a tax benefit. Can you elaborate a little bit for everyone who doesn't understand how come like my employees have a benefit and I have a benefit? How does it work actually?
Yeah, okay, I forgot about this is true. In Bulgaria specifically, the food vouchers are 100% exempt from social taxes and income tax. Half of the social tax are paid by the employee, but half of them are paid by the employer. The income tax is paid by the employee. So basically, if you have the limit in Bulgaria is 200 BGN at the moment, so about 102 euro. And if you have this 100 euro, you either think about it as a net income. So comparing to a salary, this means a salary of 150.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you divide what part is paid by who, the employer is paying about 20% and the employee is paying about 20%. But when you add them up, it goes up to 50 because it's 20 over the 20.
Okay.
So basically, it's a huge saving for both sides. And this is why it is so popular in the country and also in the other countries in Europe where it is used. And it's the first benefit that everyone thinks about, both employers and employees.
Got it. Okay, and you just mentioned that sometimes there is a person that has a kind of one-man show, like one person working in a company, and they already can take that benefit. So, is there any kind of threshold from which you recommend, from where you say it makes sense, or where you're saying actually one person can do it and everyone can do it?
It really depends. If it's a one-person company, but he's already on a normal salary on the company with all the benefits that he wants to have, etc., I would recommend immediately take the vouchers. The vouchers are super simple to order, super simple to use, and basically, whenever you have a second, third employee or you have interviews for employees, you can already tell them we have benefits and food vouchers are part of it.
Got it. And I mean, exactly when you said like when you have second, third, fourth employee, we have benefits. So that definitely, if I understand correctly, it kind of also helps me as an entrepreneur to make my business look bigger and more serious, right? Because
So
yeah,
I believe, Ogi, this is one of the main issues. Whenever an employee chooses to change his workplace or to come work for a company, he's analyzing the same way as we are analyzing the employees. So basically, he wants to see how secure it is, what it is, and he's thinking for himself, am I going to stay here 6 months or a couple of years? So now with Gen Z, it gets a little different, but still. And when you see that the company is thinking not only about the salary and what you are giving against this salary, but is thinking about the social package from the very beginning, it immediately differentiates it. Because why is social benefits so important? Salaries are different. You have 10 employees, one is usually receiving 3 times the salary of another one in the same company. But the social benefits are the same. If you have food vouchers, they are usually on the maximum, it's 102 euros. So 102 euro for the boss, 102 euro for everyone else.
yeah.
And the same goes with all the other social benefits. And this proves sort of to the employee that you as a company are thinking about them, not only with the salary.
Got it. Yeah, it kind of brings more equality into the, let's say, the company, to show everyone they're equally important.
Exactly.
Great. And I mean, to everyone who's thinking, yeah, food vouchers, I don't want to go to a supermarket and count some papers and show them at the cashier and so on. Because like kind of that's how I remember it from a couple of years ago. How does it work nowadays? Is it like that tedious or?
No. So we were sort of the last country where paper was still used for the food vouchers. But 2024, thanks to changes in the law, which were made by PPDB, the parties, uh, basically we digitalized. And today, uh, all the food vouchers are completely digital. And for this point of view, we are in front of a lot of other countries because we were the last to have it by law paper. But we had only 6 months to transfer everything from paper to full digital and to quit the paper, which is not the case in a lot of the countries. In France, 10, 15 years ago started the digitalization. They are still at about 65%. So paper is still around.
Yeah.
Here we have no more paper. Everything is digital. And that made it much, much easier for everyone. First, ordering is super simple. It's within we have an extranet for the customer. He enters in passwords and just makes the order. Payment is, of course, bank payment. Small companies, specifically with 1, 2, 3 employees, which are, let's say, closed people that should not be leaving the company soon, many times make the order for the whole year or for half a year ahead, because it's by law you cannot give it at once, but automatically at, let's say, on every 10th of the month, you just receive the vouchers afterwards. You don't have to do anything. And on the other hand, the employees usually half of them don't even use the card. I mean, they put it on the wallet and directly see it on the app, see what the amount they have, where they can use it. Everything is electronic and super.
So actually, it's in no way different than if I was using my bank card. I have it on my
Not
phone.
at,
I just go and okay.
yeah, not at all. It's so it is from the point of view that food voucher is for food.
Yeah.
Being for food, there is a limitation on where you can spend. So basically, it's shops, restaurants, everywhere where you can buy food. It's written in the law and on the card as well. It's forbidden for cigarettes and alcohol. But the idea is that it's for food. So if you, I don't know, go to a shoe store,
Yeah,
you will not be able to use it. But out of the shops that are shops and restaurants, there are huge number of shops in Bulgaria. We are now at 9,000. This is for our company, for Tombow, but I believe we will pass 10,000 because we have started signing a lot of restaurants, which was not usually the case before. So basically, you go on the street, everywhere you look around, you will see the sign of the vouchers where it's accepted, and it's very, very rare that they will not accept you the vouchers.
And I was going to say, just because you said like if it's a small company with people that we know, we'll stay a little bit longer. How does it work? Like kind of, because I can imagine most startups are not really sure. It's kind of insecure phase of a business where you don't know how many people do you have, how long. I mean, maybe you're hiring, but do you also maybe need to, I don't know, lay off some of them, replace them, and so on, because it's a dynamic phase. So kind of. When do you recommend do we start? Like when do you say we have enough security to now we say, okay, now we have 5 people and we start doing it for 5 people?
So there is one important thing about the food vouchers. It is not a must, which means that the contract we sign with the client is the employer. There is no obligation of the employer that he has to distribute vouchers every month, or he has to distribute full amount or whatever amount every month. So again, I will say the moment it's a company and it has already salary paid to somebody, I would suggest it's a good moment.
Okay.
But this is why it's different than the salary. At some point, maybe this year is not very good. It doesn't work out as it was planned. There is no problem to distribute it for half a year and then to stop for half a year and then to restart whenever things move better, which is completely different with the salary, because the salary, of course, it's possible, but it's a negotiation again.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so that's very helpful and that's very relieving, I would say, to a founder that they can start doing it already, like kind of on day one. And I think you were saying, kind of in terms of, I mean, because I'm pretty sure that everyone thinking right now, okay, maybe I should do it for my company and I should do it today, I guess. You mentioned there is a portal, so kind of like, what would be the easiest way if I wanted to start doing that? I just go to your website, or how does
So
it work?
on our website, there is a place where you can ask for an offer, and we demand just a few details like how many people you are in the moment and some contacts so that we can come back. And then we will make an offer which is on another portal. We can chat and it's basically live. You can see and we discuss the terms and every question that might arise. And at the end, we need to sign a contract. The contract can be signed. We have like DocuSign, but it's a different system that we created, or by electronic signature. It's very easy, but it's a must because it's demanded by the law.
Yeah.
And then you receive the password to enter and to make orders.
Okay.
But the part with the order is 100% up to the employer. He can order on the 1st, on the 30th. He can stop ordering for a couple of months or sign today and start ordering whenever he wants. In 3 months, next year, it doesn't matter.
Okay, got it. So it sounds really easy to start and really easy to start.
It is.
Okay, great. So, I mean, to summarize, like we heard, there is great benefits for the employee. There is great benefits for me as an employer. We can start from one person eventually, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Just
very-
to add, but one person, it doesn't seem a lot, €100, but it's over 1,100 euro of saving per year. So when you add this, this is a saving specifically for startup companies. It's money which matters, and you can either again bring it in the salary within the same group of people, or you can easily use it for something else. Just imagine the marketing or whatever. So it's a saving, 100% saving. Then what you will use it for? Maybe for nothing and just save it for the moment. But it's possible.
Yeah, it is a good way to kind of not burn cash in the early phases where you don't have that much cash to burn.
Exactly.
Right? And even if you had, I would say, if huge companies, because you told me that large corporations are doing it as well.
Yes. Basically, the system started almost 20 years ago. The official start date is on 2004, but the reality was 2007 when they made the change with tax exemption. In the beginning, of course, more and more the big companies, because the saving is much bigger and they usually have budgets and everything is planned. In 2022, when there was a change and the amount of food voucher raised to 200 level, €100, suddenly a lot of smaller companies started thinking, well, why am I not distributing vouchers and also saving? because before just the amount was a little bit smaller and for a small company, and basically before it was paper also, so it was not so easy. So if I go back a little bit, 2022, I believe no more than 10,000 companies were distributing vouchers. But for those few years just, we have passed over 20,000. This is the whole market. Out of those 20,000, we as Tombow are really concentrated on the small ones. We have a lot of big ones, but for sure there is no one who has more small companies than us on the market. And everything is made also super easy for them. So basically the extranet, the portal, everything is as easy as can be.
And you shared some very interesting statistics saying that it's how many people using vouchers in Bulgaria?
More than 850,000. So basically 1/3 of the working population. I'm taking out the government people, they don't have this right. It's a different law for them. So 1/3, more than 1/3 is already receiving, which also grew a lot in the past 2-3 years. Before it was no more than 500,000.
I mean, so to me, I mean, based on everything you said, Boris, it sounds like if big companies are doing it, if 1/3 of the people are already receiving it, the question is not why should I do it, but it's rather why not, right? Like there is kind of nothing that stops us. It's an easy online process. It's easy to start. It keeps you flexible, and it has benefits for everyone, right?
I think this was the game changer. Digitalization, let's say there were some companies that did not go from paper to digital, probably something a little grayer in their activity, but there were a lot of companies which decided that this is the moment, because the ease that we have today is there is no comparison. You don't have it in the pocket, lying around, find it in a couple of years and it's already expired or something. Everything is as smooth as it can be. By the way, because I was part also when they were doing the law, and we put a lot of things which are actually helping the employee. So first of all, there is zero taxes for him for using the vouchers, and it's in the law. So nobody can ask them pay €5 per month or whatever for your card. It's for sure for free for them. So they receive 100, they spend 100. And the second thing is that vouchers are still vouchers, so it's not money, and they have an expiration date. It is about 1 year since the production, but it's very different from company to company because it's actually based on quota. But not to go in there, our vouchers are with most length possible, so close to 12 months. But when you go in the shop, if it was paper in the past, you have, let's say, 20 bills of vouchers. And if you pay with the newest you receive, the oldest stay. Today, it's absolutely automatic, again, by law. So it's up to us to watch so that you spend first your oldest vouchers and you cannot mess. So, yeah, nobody is losing anything now.
Yeah, sounds like intelligent and fair system.
Absolutely.
Great, Boris. So I think, like I said, I hope that by now no one is still wondering, should I do that? It's more like, why not? Right?
If there are any questions, we have a team, they can ask, and we'll get back to them and explain every detail.
Exactly. People can reach out and people can meet you next week at the conference. You're talking in a very interesting panel about how to attract and retain talent, because I mean it's a problem for every business that says we need more people, but how do we find these people and how do we make them stay? So I'm looking forward to your insights. I know it will be a great discussion. So thank you very much once again joining us, Boris.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me.
And we'll see you latest next Friday. So thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. And now we continue with a couple of announcements because we have 1 week left of the conference. teams keep asking, can they still apply for the pitching competition? Here is the news that you can also see on the website. I mean, officially it's closed. We said 1st of October. Why the 1st of October? Because we are meeting right now the teams with mentors. The mentors are helping them. We'll have like this special format where you need to pitch for 4 minutes and you need to answer Q&A for 2 minutes. Why are we doing that? Not to stress you, not to pressure you, but because we are training you for the San Francisco finals. The winner is going there, and what's going to happen there is that they're going to have 4 minutes to pitch and 2 minutes for Q&A, and that's it. So we want to make sure that you are successful in that format, and that's why you are already being trained for that already here. You can still apply, like it says here, apply there. You're going to end on a wait list, and if some of the startups that we have are give up or they cannot make it, we can still call you, right? Right now we're in this phase like screening interviews and mentor sprint. The mentor sprint has started, right? So it is done, and the 17th and the 18th is where the big finals are. Everyone's asking about the program. The agenda is here. You can see great speakers. You can see all the tracks we're going to have. There is an AI track. There is with different sessions where we'll be talking about what to build, how to build it, things to pay attention to, and so on. We have the starting track for everyone that's just like, how do I start? How do I build a team? What can I do? What are good business ideas, and so on? This agenda gets fuller and fuller as we keep adding people. Then we have the scaling track that is for everyone who is already a little bit further away the journey, and there you can learn more and more. Again, tonight we are uploading the program, so you see everything. We have a Web3 track, first of its kind. We are uniting here different sessions where you can learn more about how do we do Web3. It's all about the business point of view. How do we find investors? What are good topics that work? How do we do it? Do we do crypto offering? How does it work? And so on. We have the workshops. These are already full. I think there are only 3 spaces left. We're going to have 8 workshops, which is kind of a mini MBA that you can run. First of all, we have Emil talking to us how to design the product that we want to do. Then we have Rebecca joining all the way from Frankfurt. She'll be teaching us how to fundraise. She will look into some of your pitch decks and she will correct there or improve or give feedback. Then we have Alex helping. Alex on Instagram, the people that's how people know him. It will be about how to do AI in marketing. What can we do with AI in marketing? Then we have Estelle. She's joining for a great workshop on finance. Last year it was a great workshop. People loved it. Then we have Bobby Bushnakova Boriana. She will be answering some of the leadership questions for founders. Each founder is asking themselves, how do I build a team? How do I drive them? How do I lead them when sometimes I personally don't believe that this might be successful, and so on? Naraya Dransky, for those of you who don't know it, the starter of Brand Like a Girl, she'll be teaching us how to do personal branding, maybe one of the most important things. Negotiation and closing. I'll be giving a seminar on how to negotiate, how to close deals. And then we have Victor Schiller that will be helping us shape the vision for our company. So very, very, very exciting and very useful workshops. Now we have the keynotes. We have, of course, Dimitar Dimitrov from Shelly Group. Really looking forward to it. I saw that there are more than, I think, 10,000 people reacting there on Instagram and being very excited about it. And then we have Andrei Arnudov, exactly. He's coming and he'll be talking about Bulgaria Wants You. What do they do for bringing talent back to the country? And how can you collaborate with all of these people that they bring back, right? What can we do about it? Because these are great Bulgarians. They get their experience across the whole world, and now they're back, and now you can hire them, work with them, collaborate, and so on. I have many networking sessions. Actually, I have a much interesting, in a second I'll show you a much interesting way to look at this page or what's all the networking that's going to happen. So we do have the side events. Side events, they are open now for registration. Female entrepreneurs, there is going to be a great workshop, not workshop, it's a side event, right? 3 hours on the rooftop of the National Palace of Culture. ABO is going to have one of them as well. It's called ABO Happy Hour. I mean, if you go into any of these, you can see the agenda. You can see exactly when they're happening. The Bulgarian Angels Club is having their own here. However, you need to apply, and they need to, like, as you can see here, it says requires approval. You need to fill out the form, and they will let you in. The main idea is that they really want to attract people that are interested in investing and they really have the intention to invest. Besco are hosting the Policy in the Bar. There was a great Policy in the Bar a couple of days ago, and now there is another one, this time on the rooftop of the National Palace of Culture. So you can register. I mean, you can go to their link. It's a Luma form that you just need to fill out. Then we have Nico and Mario coming all the way from Barcelona. They'll be doing a great happy hour, Club Globos. In case you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great networking, and you can see they are going to have investors on spot. You will be able to pitch. I've been to many of these, and actually, for those of you who are following our social media, I hope that's everyone. You could have seen maybe Jan Frensky jumping on a video, like pitching on a bus, and that's actually one of the events organized by Nico and Mario. So it's actually an amazing one, and I'm very happy they're making it all the way to Bulgaria for that. You don't want to miss that one. We have the founders brunch. There we'll have the lovely Angelina Borisova. She'll be talking about founder stories. That's what we are gathering. Like, what are the typical issues? What do we have? Like, what are, I mean, because entrepreneurship is great, but it's also hard, right? Like, and it's sometimes it looks difficult. It looks challenging. We'll be talking about it. Andrei will be sharing. He's also coming all the way from Barcelona to be with us, and we'll be talking about the different kind of ups and downs of entrepreneurship. We have the Idea Lab. There are 8 great mentors. We'll be announcing them a little bit later today, and you'll be able to see, to book a time. I'm not book a time. You just go walk in there. There will be a line, and you sit to talk with one of the experts. There is a client speed dating. This one is reserved for the people with a Spotlight Pass, right? So, I mean, in a second I'll go to the tickets, but if you have a Spotlight Pass, then you can go. And then we have our friends from SaaS Connect are also hosting an event at a little bit. I mean, the location actually is a secret. You will know it once you register into their form, and they'll let you know where it is. It's on Saturday at 7 in the evening. So many great events. In a second, you'll get an email. I know we are annoying with these emails, but we really want you to know all the great things we're doing, because we have more than 100 speakers. There are more than 70 sessions. It will be really sad if you miss a session that you wanted to go to just because you didn't know about it. So please bear with us. It's just 1 week more, and after that, it's going to be amazing. 3 days actually with the hackathon at the National Palace of Culture. So thank you very much once again. Maybe last thing, I don't know if you saw it, but we do have a flash discount right now. So if you would go to the website and use Get20, you will see 20% discount from the current prices, and very soon we'll be moving to the late to the party prices. So if you're considering coming, I would say the time is now. Thank you very much once again. It was a great session as always. I think for me especially, it was very useful to learn from Boris what we can do with taxes, with attracting employees, and so on. So we'll be seeing you very, very soon at the conference next week. Final countdown, less than 8 days. Really looking forward to it. Thank you, guys.